Hello! I'm Faith, and welcome to Faith's Take, where I talk about anything and everything that I find interesting. And first and foremost, thank you for 1,000 subscribers. We're actually at 1,003 as of recording this. And I'm sorry I couldn't have recorded this video a little bit earlier, but as you can see, I've lost my voice. I'm just now starting to get it back. Haven't really had much of a voice for a couple of days now. That's why this hasn't been up yet. But I had to finally, now that I can talk a little bit, I had to get on here and just thank you guys immensely for all your continued amazing support, whether you're a brand new subscriber or have been subscribed since 2016, in April, I believe April 16th was my very first video, I think. Thank you. It all means so much to me that, like, it's kind of hard to put it into words. And especially, this came at, like, such a good time for me, actually. Because if you didn't see, if you don't follow me on Twitter or Patreon, and if you, let's say you didn't watch my Lion King review the other day, I wrote a post on Patreon. It's open to everyone. I will link it below because it has a lot of details, a little more detail than I'll give here. But I just moved back in with my parents, and while thankfully that's been going really well, you know, it was a rough, very, very, very sudden, kind of like ripping off a Band-Aid sort of transition back because of some stuff going on at my relatives that I was not comfortable with, and my parents and I agreed that this was easily the best move for me. And I go into a little bit more detail in that post. Still pretty, you know, relatively vague, but it's on Patreon. You don't have to be a Patreon to see it. It's just available for everyone to see. It was literally like, it was so sudden. It's like I came over to my parents to go on a couple of day trips while my dad had a week off, and we decided then that this is what we were gonna do. And I mean, I've only been back in their house officially for a little over a week, like a week and a half-ish, somewhere like that. Excuse me. And it's just, like I said, here it's been great. It's just, light flickers, sorry, it's terrible in here. The lighting is terrible in here. It's just been a really weird past couple weeks for me, and kind of really, really rough when it comes to, like, emotional stuff coming and going like super fast. And so hitting 1,000 subscribers in the midst of that was such an uplifting thing, because when you're 24 and you move back in with your parents, now again, I was living with relatives, but it's like moving back in with your parents kind of feels like a step backward. But you guys that have gotten in touch with me about the post I wrote and everything going on have been super supportive, and I do think in the end this was definitely a good and better move for me. But when you're 24 with a college degree and you're not employed and you move back in with your parents and you can't find a job, it's really rough. And so getting that 1,000 subscriber mark in the midst of these past couple weeks has meant the world. It just, you guys consistently give me the hope that I'm actually good at what I'm doing here, even if it can never progress farther than, you know, a hobby. It's like, it's just so, it's just very comforting. And I mean, I know a lot of YouTubers say this kind of thing, but it is humbling to know that there are so many people that actually care enough about what I have to say, or what I make, my edits, my reviews, my just goofy little videos that I just make for other fans and for myself, and just hope that other people like, pretty much. And it's like the fact that 1,000 people, I wouldn't be surprised if through my life I haven't even officially met like 1,000 people. And so it's just so cool to see that. Of course, I want to do a Q&A, a big like thank you Q&A for all this. So leave your questions below. I'll just make sure to mention this in a couple. You can leave them here. You can leave them on Twitter. You can leave them on Patreon. I will try to. I'm so sorry that when it comes to my social media stuff, Discord is the one that suffers the most, that I won't get on for a very long time. I just want you guys that are like my Discord followers, I think we were at like 18 or 20 last time I was on there. Thank you very much for being on there, and I do want to come back onto there more often. I just don't know how often that will be. But thank you guys very much for even just being on there at all. So make sure though to leave questions here, Twitter, Patreon, Discord, because I will get on there this week at some point, and we'll aim for about a week from now for me to shoot it. So try to get your questions in by, Thursday of this is Thursday night, technically super early Friday morning. So maybe we'll shoot for this upcoming Friday. It is currently Thursday the 15th. I only know because we saw the riff tracks today. So we'll go for whatever Friday the 23rd, I think is what that would be, somewhere like that. And that weekend I'll try to shoot this, because it's like mind-boggling to me that we've actually reached this. And let me know, are there any cool or interesting video ideas outside of just a Q&A you could think of that we could do as like a cool, like, celebratory thing? And I have a couple of videos prepped in advance. I'll be doing the Google image for the new giant spider invasion song that they just released with riff tracks tonight. And I have a couple prepped Google image videos, as well as another Into the Spider-Verse as Vines video. So as my voice heals, I have a couple things I can put up. I don't know if I'll put up all of them at once, or, all of them in quick succession. Some of them I'll probably save for later on. But I do have a little bit of stuff I can give you guys. And then when my voice is finally healed, I have the script ready for Mystery Science Theater Giant Spider Invasion as a review. I think I only needed like 1 or 2 more paragraphs. And then all this insane life stuff happened, and then I lost my voice. I wanted that to come out like, within like the first week of this month, and now the riff tracks has come and gone, and I didn't get it up. So that will be coming. That will be my next like big review video coming up soon, as soon as I get my voice back and can get it done. So I have stuff ready. I have stuff on the way. It's just been an insane August for me, and I just want you guys to know that. But I will be posting videos more regularly again. I'm gonna try to get back on Discord. Like, I'm gonna shoot for at least once a week. I know I've said this a million times, but at least once a week on Discord. So leave questions there. Join my Discord. Links always in the description, etc. Thank you to every single person, like I said, for being a part of this, because just that there are 1,003 individuals that see my stuff and are like, that's worth seeing more of, is so cool. Thank you guys. Just like, I don't know how many times I can say like thank you, but I know I'm a niche channel, it's literally just the things I want to talk about, and it's majority Mystery Science and riff tracks. And while those are obviously popular, they're still more niche than a lot of other mainstream things I could talk about. So I knew going in I was gonna be a smaller channel in general, most likely. But the fact that I cracked those 4 digits is super cool. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.